Welcome. My name is Bob Turner, and I am the director of the Sunset Academy of Leadership Training, otherwise known as SALT. And today I have the great privilege of visiting with three very dear friends who serve as elders for the church in Mannford, Oklahoma, Bill, Kevin, and Leon. And so I have the privilege of getting to visit with them and ask them some things in regards to SALT and the blessing that SALT has been to them. And so if you guys would just share with us, how did you learn about SALT? What was it that helped you to find out or to hear about or to get connected to the SALT program?
Well, we put on a elder workshop. It's called Beside Still Waters. And a good friend of ours, Wayne Roberts, said, I have a speaker for the workshop. And he mentioned you. And I went to the website and I saw the classes that you have for men. And I was telling him, I said, we need to meet this guy. And so we set up a meeting, and you could not speak at our seminar that first year because you had a conflict. But it gave us an opportunity for you to tell us what you were doing at SALT. And we thought we need to know more about this, and we can utilize it.
Okay. So once you learned about SALT and we got connected, if you would kind of share with everyone the area that really you were trying to work on. I mean, you guys have talked about the areas that you were struggling with and you were wanting help with in regards to being shepherds. So if you would share what that was. What was it that you were trying to get help with and how that worked out?
We were struggling with our leadership. It was with us communicating with our preachers communicating with us, our deacons, and even with the congregation. So we felt like we was failing in communicating, as shepherds, to be able to get more people involved and to help us become better shepherds. We were a bit selfish and seeking something to help us.
Sure.
We felt like we could see where we were going, but we could not explain it to the others. So they were not with us. And that was the biggest problem we had, and that's the main emphasis on what we were wanting from SALT.
Okay. So if you were going to describe how SALT has helped you both short-term, long-term, in answering those areas that you were struggling with and wanting help with, how would you describe the help that SALT has been to you as an eldership?
Well, it made us do a boatload of work. And that may not be a positive, but as you know, quality work makes quality people. And so we put in a ton of work, and we tried just to get better as persons, as shepherds, as leaders of the church. Long term, our end goal was that we now have everything funnels through a vision statement, basically. That's what we worked on first. And if it doesn't fit that, it makes it easy to make decisions. We don't have to do something if it doesn't fit with what we're trying to achieve at the church. And the people understand that, and I think we're communicating better because of that.
Okay.
Well, one of the things you made us do is you challenged our thinking, and you asked us to read books. And one of the books that you recommended was It Starts With Why. And I think more than anything else, that has had more impact on our communication than anything else. And as you explained to us, if we can explain why we're doing it, then it doesn't matter what we're doing. And it has really made us change the way we think about our communication. And it has been surprising that when we address the congregation or the preacher or whatever and say, okay, this is why we're doing it, they have a much better understanding of it, and there's more involvement and more enthusiasm, and that's exactly what you told us. And then, like Kevin mentioned, the vision statement's kind of that beacon out there that we keep aiming for. And everything we do needs to funnel through that. Does that not sound familiar? And if it doesn't, then why are we doing it? And I think long term, and I'm going to talk about the last 11 months with the pandemic, I mean, we have been detoured and taken down side roads and everything, but we have that goal out there, and we keep aiming for it no matter how much misdirection we have to go through to get there. It's really kept us focused, and again, I think with the better communication with the congregation through this last 11 months, it's really helped keep us together as a family.
Good.
And to add to that, it's also keeping us moving forward. We as shepherds, we need to keep moving forward, and the congregation sees that. They are in there helping with it, even though that we are shut down and we're limited on what we can do. We can see that their growth is starting to reach out to one another more than it ever has. So that's what's helped us out a lot more, because they see the vision and they're working towards it as well.
Right.
It's not just us driving it, it's also them taking part in it.
Sure.
So that's what's helped a lot.
I want to go back to something Kevin said at the beginning, and he was talking about the amount of work. And you know, when we first talked to you, that was our first thought, was how are we going to find the time to do this?
Mm-hmm.
And what amazed us was not only did we find the time, it challenged us to grow. It helped us grow, and every minute we spent on this massive amount of work that we thought was worth it. We would not be what we are without the help of SALT.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, and I just appreciate who you are as elders, and appreciate the work you do with the congregation here and the benefit that you provide through Beside Still Waters to congregations everywhere across Oklahoma and really in the states that surround. And so I appreciate the opportunity to work with you, and look forward to a great future of doing more work together as you guys grow and as we grow, and that we'll be able to do that together. And I do want to remind everyone, if you'd like to know more information about SALT, we encourage you to visit our website at salt.sunset.bible. And there is a rich wealth of material there that will benefit you and your congregation. So thank you.